Alright, welcome back everybody. This is Josh here with Basement Level Magic, and we have won the die roll, and I'm going to go ahead and I think I want to be on the play just so I can get my lands going. Yeah, I guess this is what we do. We'll keep it. Got 2 lands, can't play Visions of Brutality yet, but that's something that we already knew. I mean, we don't want to play it anyway just yet. We've got an early removal spell. We've got a creature. Playing against another red deck. So we'll see what he plays out. We could just remove whatever it is. That actually might be the option I'll take. Just clear the board early, because I'm going to play out my aggressor anyway. Oh, come on now. So I think I play the Immobilizer Eldrazi, just so that I can get the haste on my aggressor, but who knows if I'll be attacking with it. Because you get haste if you have another colorless creature. Scion Summoner. This is one that people like. It's a 2/2 that brings a 1/1 to the battlefield. Alright, so we have almost every blue source in our deck. So we should be able to attack in with our aggressor. So the ability on this is each creature with toughness greater than its power can't block this turn. Okay. There's a holdout settlement. That card I like. You definitely want to have a bunch of creatures on the board, otherwise you'll feel like you're wasting opportunity, but just a way to fix your mana is nice. To be able to have something where you can get your colorless mana and get any color of mana is pretty important, I think it's going to be. So I don't think I'm too concerned with that Scion Summoner. It's only 2 damage. Not really worth wasting here. Stalking Drone. It gets a +1/+2 until end of turn. Activates this ability only once each turn. Okay. And he's got 2 ways of activating the ability on the Stalking Drone with Holdout Settlement and the Eldrazi Scion. Alright. I'd be happy to see some big blue flying creature this next turn. I think we only played 5 islands, so we could only get 1 more. That Boulder style, though, that actually is pretty good. For the 5 mana, it's not good at all, but, you know, for the surge cost, that's pretty decent, for sure. Alright, well, we just sit around now. I mean, we will be able to play our Kozilek's Pathfinder next turn, so that's nice, but drawing lands this whole time has not been fun. And for some reason, our opponent is going quite slow. I am tempted to probably block if he attacks here. I would have to block the Scion Summoner, I guess, if I do. Doesn't quite seem worth it. But unfortunately, I just don't have much. I want to slow it down a little. He must have something to do with his mana, because otherwise he probably should have activated this. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Crumbling Vestige. Enters battlefield tapped. When it enters, you add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. So even though it comes in tapped, you still get mana. That is good. But it can only tap for a colorless. So Stalking Drone. Maybe a Surge spell here. Nope. Perfect timing. Jawar Isle Avenger. So let's bring down our big daddy. So he can pump this up to a 3/4. That's it. Good. So it looks like he doesn't have removal for it, and probably not a decent pump spell either. So here, I can make it so that he can't block with one of his stalking drones. And attack in with the Pathfinder. And then I could play the Avenger, but that just doesn't seem right either. I don't think Visions of Brutality is a great option on one of the stalking drones right now either. So I'm just going to go ahead and play out my Avenger. Because I'll be able to start attacking in with the 3/3. And then if he ends up playing a big card, we've got Visions of Brutality to play on it. This Unknown Shores seems like it's going to be a very good, very useful card. Loam Larva enters battlefield. You may search the library for a basic land card. Reveal it. Put that card on top of it. What if you'd always want to do that, though? I mean, like right now he's got 6 lands in play. Oh, he did do it. Oh, but he... Okay, so he didn't do it. Yeah, I was wondering at that point in time, how likely are you to use that? Alright, so we've got our swamp. Don't really need it. So I'm just going to start attacking with the 3/3. Alright, so he played the Seer's Lantern, so he's going to be able to start activating that immediately to make sure that his draws line up. If this format is as slow as I'm thinking it is, this Seer's Lantern is going to be pretty good, actually. I think it could be a very underrated card. Oh, come on, stop lands. So at this point in time, I don't need any more lands, so I'm just going to hold it in case he's got some kind of discard spell or something. Yeah, I haven't seen black, which I think are the only discard ones in these sets, but you know, who knows. So he put the card on the bottom. It looks like both of us really are just being flooded now. Okay, Outnumber. Outnumber sucks in this spot. We could get rid of the Eldrazi Scion, and that is the only card that we could actually do. Because Stalking Drone, he could actually activate both of them right now. That's sad. Yeah, that Seer's Lantern is really going to pay off for him. He put that card on the bottom too. Alright, Akum Stonewaker. That is a card that we can kill, and I do think that I will. Because suddenly he would then have 6 creatures anytime he hits a land. And that is not what we want to be facing. Oh my god. All the lands. You know, I'm actually at a close spot where we are almost at the point where we could do Visions of Brutality on one card, use Kozilek's Pathfinder to make it so another card can't block. But he's just got too many creatures to be looking to do something like that. So another Scry. He's definitely the go wide approach. You know, we haven't seen anybody with even a 3 power. All right, so he put another card on the bottom. And so we've just been slowly pecking away with our 3/3 flyer. He's got to be looking for a removal spell for this. So he must have got a card that gives him the opportunity to do something. Just don't know what. The sad thing is most of his little guys have had 2 toughness or better. So even if I use something like a Boiling Earth or brought that in from the sideboard, it's not going to kill much. There we go. Hedron Archive. Okay, so this is going to give us the ability to go for it, I think. So let's play the mountain. How many of these can we do? Okay, so I should be able to activate this multiple times. So unless he has an instant speed removal spell for either of our guys, I think we've got the win here. So Hedron Archive. So make it so these can't block. And I did this wrong, but that was definitely wrong. Either way, it makes it so that he can't block us in any way. Yeah, so unless he's got instant speed removal spell or a flash creature, I suppose he could have a flash creature. At which point he could attack back for 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I should have definitely put the visions on the stalking drone and then just made it so the other ones can't block. But either way, it gets across what I'm going for. And this is just one of the things that we'll learn as we go with the format. Remember your sequencing. Pay attention to that. I actually haven't been able to play a lot of Magic over the last couple weeks, so I've been a little out of it. Die. Are you kidding me? You better be kidding me. You better be kidding me. That's a big instant speed card. Oh, what did he do? Oh, he just sacked that. Fall of the Titans, are you kidding me? X damage to each of up to 2 target creatures or players. Oh my god. Yep, that Visions of Brutality play is going to kill me now. Wow, this card is at instant. I guess I thought it was at oh, jeez. Jeez, this is awful. Oh, lordy. Alright, so he's going to be able to attack for 7. We've got nothing. We need Eldrazi. Wow. Yeah, this will go down as a major punt. Gross. So I suppose we take out the Relentless Hunter. So we'll bring back an island. Sacrifice this, draw some cards. Oh my god, my draws have been awful. Wow, this, oh god, this game. I mean, not necessarily, we didn't necessarily have the win, considering the fact that he had to follow the Titans, but that just... All these draws have been quite bad. So he'll just pump his guys. We need a way to make 2 blockers. What can we do? What can we do? Touch the void. There he goes. Okay, so that shows me, don't be stupid. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Oh my gosh. Alright, negate. Come on in. I actually don't think Visions is going to be very good for us in this matchup. I didn't see any big creatures from him. And he's going to get out ahead of us in general. Yeah, I think that's about the only change that I'm really looking to make. I could look to bring in a McKindy Slide Runner just to slow him down a little bit, but even if he does, he just doesn't seem to get very far. Yeah, so he was just saying it was a close game, and he got lucky to have enough land. And so I was just saying that I'm just kicking myself for the misplay. But, you know, with him having Fall of Titans in hand, it didn't really matter much. You know, he was going to get us. Yeah, let's go. Let's just do this. Wow. Game 1. Long. Alright, I do want to play first. I don't want him to get out ahead of us. This is definitely a good starter hand. We could use some lower plays, but having the Cinder Barons already is good. Flyers obviously are going to be important versus him. Yeah, all the big cards. We do have our, for the most part, our mana online already. Okay, I need I was gonna say I need a creature. Just a creature. Just a creature on the board will be important. Ooh, he does not have a land to play with the Stonewaker. That is a bummer for him. Alright, I do want to kill that now. Before he gets the opportunity to turn it on. Because next turn, if he gets another land... Yeah, so he plays a land, he attacks in for 5. Even if we kill it after the activation, it's still... You know, we're still taking 3 damage. Okay. We'll be able to handle that here soon. So he can activate this to swap, but you know, that's okay with me because we have the bigger late game, it seems, after game 1. So I'm prepared to trade here if he wants to. I mean, the other option is I just let him go ahead and attack and possibly take it, but then that leaves him the mana to play another spell. I'd rather have him play his spell and have nothing on board and just trade. We could then look to play, say, like the Wind Rider Patrol or the Outnumber, or not Outnumber, but Wind Rider Patrol and keep up Outnumber, or Kozilek's Pathfinder. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and offer this. I'm gonna trade. Just because this is gonna force him to use his mana. I do not want him to be able to play other spells. All right, so do I want? He's got a lot of cards in hand. You know, I know he does have Touch of the Void, so I don't want to just play out my Wind Rider Patrol and lose it. So I'm going to play a card that's a little bit tougher for him to kill. Yeah, Snappy Gnarla doesn't bother me much. Yeah, see, he wants to be the super aggressive red-green deck. I'm just not sure if this format is great for that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and attack here. I'm tempted to hold back this island, but we do have Breaker of Armies in our deck, so I want to be able to cast that on curve, or on, you know, the turn when we have it. And so at least being at 7 mana is a little bit better than... Yeah, I definitely... that was a punt. Possibly a small punt, but being able to hold up the outnumber would have been more important. Have played the island beforehand, kept up a mountain. That's definitely what you do want to be doing there. And if he wants to attack all in here, I'm going to let him. Because I've got 10 power on the board, and we are close to even. Boy, this Loam Larva, I don't think he should be playing this card. I guess it works for landfall because it finds you the land. But it puts it on top of your deck rather than put it in your hand. If it put it in your hand, I would be okay with it. Huh. So he actually put it on top. But he had lots of cards in hand already. Okay. Alright, so we could play the Hedron Archive and still have mana to play the Wind Rider Patrol. Question is, do I want to do that? Or do I want to just outnumber something right now? I mean, I could outnumber and Hedron Archive. Or Wind Rider Patrol and outnumber. I think I want to get the Wind Rider Patrol out there. And I like keeping up outnumber. I think I'm just going to go for the attack. At least with one of them. There's not really a risk to doing it, I feel. We could take out both of his guys if he wanted to. Loam Larva, I would assume, is what he puts in front. Yep. And we know that he's drawing a forest. I'm tempted to just go ahead and kill that Gnarlid right now. So he doesn't have mana up to be able to... Yeah, I don't want him to be able to reset his mana so he can play a pump spell so that we don't kill the Gnarlid. You know, red... I feel red has some pretty good pump spells. So, okay. I think I just take, unless he's got two pump spells. If he has two pump spells, he could kill me. He's got the mana for it, like a brute strength times 2. So I feel like I have to block. He could also have that first strike one. And the brute strength. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the risk. I know that he's got something that he can play against us here. Right. Holy cows, he did not. Touch of the Void, maybe? Okay. This Hedron Archive is just going to blow him out. Well, I guess we'll see. Another Loam Larva, gross. Alright, Eldrazi Aggressor. That is a card we can play and attack with. But it doesn't change much. The nice thing is it's a blocker. So we could attack in for 10. Play the Aggressor. So I think we play the Hedron Archive. Okay, make it so he can't block. We attack in for 10. And then we play our blocker and sit back and hope he doesn't have it. Alright, let's see. Oh, he just wrote GG. So going to game 3. Alright, so he's definitely he's trying to be a super fast deck. I could easily see bringing in this McKindy Slide Runner still. But it just doesn't seem like it's a need. I do wonder if Boiling Earth is better than one of my later cards. I mean, the nice thing is you at least get, if you get to 7 mana, you at least get a 4/4 out of it with the ability, but I just don't think that I need to take any of these cards out for it. Alright, let's do it again. Definitely the last group going here. I think the way that this one ends up is going to be a huge way to tell me how fast this format is, because our opponent is obviously trying to go with an aggressive landfall deck. Very few cards that are even 3 power. Most of them are 2 and 3 mana cards. Alright, so this is not optimal. I think we have to mulligan this. If we had a blue... Yeah, if we had a blue source in this, I would go ahead and keep it, but his deck is a little too fast to just be sitting on 4 or 5 drops and a negate. Is this much different? Not, but at least we got a scry out of it. And we will keep the mountain on top. And you have to assume that he's got early drops. He's... Ugh, we need a early... We need one of our 2, 3, 4 mana creatures here. Yeah, if we can make it, I mean, we've got all the top end in the world. Alright, Stalking Drone is the one where it gets pumped. Okay, Nettle Drone that is a decent option. Can at least slow down the Snappy Gnarlid. It can slow down both of them, actually, because currently he doesn't have the colorless mana. And I would snap block if... Oh, geez, come on now. Alright. The sad thing is I need land right now. I'm cheering for land, cheering for land. Ah, gosh. It's land. God, can we live? There's just too many high drops. Right now I'm wishing I would have changed out the Cinder Hellion for that Slide Runner, but I'm definitely seeing that there's a lot more 2 toughness creatures in this format. Ooh, that is not something I want to see. Alright, and that is going to be GG. Gross. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. It's Josh here with Basement Level Magic. We just kind of drew all of our top end at the same time. six cards that are 5+. So we'll see you in round 2. This is my first time going through with the pre-release on Magic Online, and we'll see you in the next round. Later.